Hello, houseplant friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is me, Ashley, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Planting Ashley. Today, we are going to be talking about pet-safe houseplants and plants that are toxic to pets. This video is sponsored by Happy and Polly, which is a dog and cat toy distributor. They are super cute, and I'm going to show you some of the things that they have sent me. This is Raven's new cat carrier, and she loves it. We've taken her out in it so many times. It is quite literally adorable, and it is also a backpack, so we can like wear her on our back. Among the other two things, there's also a cat wheel, okay? And then a new cat tree that she loves. So I'm gonna show you those towards the middle of the video. So let's go ahead and first talk about the most important part of this video, the toxic ones, just to get them right out of the way. Something that's really important to note about toxic houseplants is that they're kind of on a spectrum. You can have plants that are toxic to your animals, but they aren't actually like so bad. For example, my mom's cat ate her like entire ring of fire, and all that happened was he like threw up a little bit. Philodendron are toxic to animals, but it just depends on honestly like your own pet's genetic code, like what they can handle as being toxic, and then also the severity of toxic. Anthurium and philodendron and pothos are all toxic to your cats and dogs, but they are not so toxic that like them biting a leaf will simply kill them, if that makes any sense. Whereas you have other plants like Dieffenbachia that are incredibly toxic, cycads, incredibly toxic. There definitely are some plants that you just really don't want to own if your pet has a habit of chewing up plants. This is my pet, by the way, in case you don't know her. This is Raven. She's very cute. She usually sits with me while I film somewhere close by. Hi! Come back! She's back. So yeah, here's a list of plants that are toxic according to the ASPCA. And if you want to check if a very specific plant is toxic or not, I'm also going to link the ASPCA's website where you can literally type in the name of your plant and it will tell you if it's toxic or not and exactly what animals it's toxic to. I did find that the ASPCA pretty much only focuses on the like cats, dogs, and horses category, though there were some that listed that they were like toxic to birds. It really just depends. But in this video, I'm only going to be using these plants as an example specifically for cats and dogs because I don't have a horse. Hi! You're so cute! Plants that are toxic to your cats and dogs include Anthurium, Philodendron, Pothos, Scindapsus, Ficus, Monstera, Peace Lilies, Bird of Paradise, Diunidule or other cycads, hi, Dieffenbachia, Aglaonema, Syngonium. These are all plants that are toxic to your cats and dogs, and the reason that they are toxic is because of calcium oxalate crystals. I'm gonna read a little excerpt here, so this is not my own words, this is the words of a different human being. Calcium oxalate crystals are present in a very large number of plants, and some of them are used as food, and for example, spinach includes soluble calcium oxalate crystals. Severe calcium oxalate containing plants are toxic, but the degree of toxicity varies depending on the type and amount of oxalate crystals present, which is why I mentioned that plant toxicity is kind of a sliding scale, and it's not so this thing will kill your cat and this thing like won't kill your cat. Like it really is. It's a sliding scale, and then of course it also depends on like what your own animal might have like predispositions to. Plants containing large amounts of soluble oxalates do have the potential to cause systemic illnesses, whereas IO containing plants are of concern primarily to their local effects on the alimentary tract. As well as with other toxins found in plant material, the amount of oxalate in plants can vary with individual plants, growing seasons, and also portion. Whenever presented with an animal that has been exposed to a plant, it is important. Why? It is important to, sorry, she like nibbles on you when she wants more attention than you're giving her. It's so cute. Hi! It is important to attempt to positively identify the plant so that appropriate risk assessments may be made, because common names can be shared by several unrelated plants, genus, and species. Plant examples should be obtained whenever possible to avoid confusion. Something that I do know that is super toxic is outdoor lilies. So if you grow lilies outside, they are very, very poisonous to cats. So poisonous. If you have an outdoor cat, do not own lilies. They can cause liver failure pretty fast. From the pollen. Now that that's out of the way, let me show you the really cute furniture, and then I'll tell you about all the plants that are actually non-toxic for your pets, which means that you can collect as many of them as you want, and your cats could eat them as much as they want, even though they probably shouldn't, and they'll be completely fine. There's actually a lot of really cool plants on this list. So my favorite thing on this list is the cat wheel, which is quite literally a large hamster wheel, but for your cat. And Raven loves it. What's that? It's spinning. I'll include some images that I took on my cell phone of her running on this because she doesn't always do it, but she does jump on it on her own. The times that she's jumped on it on her own and run on her own, I haven't been able to get on camera because the second I take out my camera, she like gets distracted because I'm giving her attention now. This is the cat wheel, and then this is our other cat tree. And it has this cardboard top here that she scratches on. It's got this little base here. She usually jumps from here all the way up to here, and then she'll jump from here down to the couch. It has a little like sling on it, but Raven actually prefers having another piece of cardboard because she really likes to sit on the cardboard. And then there is also a hammock down low where she like sits and it makes them feel all cozy. It's also so aesthetically pleasing, and it was not hard to set up at all. I should probably take off those number tags, but I don't really care that much. Oh, and then it's got this like massive scratching post that goes all the way down, which is super cool. So we're kind of cat fanatics in this household. Like, we have a lot of things that don't really make sense just because Raven likes them. So this is kind of like an ugly setup, but Raven adores it. We got the cat wheel over there. And then over here we have another cat tree. And then we got another cat tree. So we're very avid cat tree enthusiasts. So Happy and Polly just like totally made sense, like 100% with Raven. Now let me tell you about plants that are non-toxic to your pets, cats and dogs. The genus is Hoya, Peperomia, Calathea, Maranta, spider plants, money trees, Boston ferns, Christmas cactus, African violet, Phalaenopsis orchids are all non-toxic to cats and dogs. One of these things that surprised me was spider plants, because when you read about spider plants, they mention that they're kind of like a hallucinogen for cats, like a little trip. For example, you can see Raven has chewed mine. She has quite literally chewed off all the tips that she can reach, which I have never stopped her because the plant is non-toxic, but supposedly it makes the kitties feel really good when they chew it. So maybe keep your spider plant out of your cat's reach if you care about them. Kind of like tearing it up. Hoya and Peperomia and Calathea are all really, really wonderful plants, like specific plant examples of things that you can have that will not bother your pets are Hoya species Affinity Bertonia, Hoya Matilde, Hoya curtisii, Hoya Crimson Queen or Princess, Hoya carnosa, Hoya carnosa compacta variegata, literally any Hoya, any Peperomia, all Peperomia. There are so many wonderful kinds of Peperomia. Money trees are great because you can see them everywhere. Ferns, great. Phalaenopsises are great. Calathea and Maranta was surprising to me for some reason. Those plants just like strike me as poisonous, but yeah, they're not, so.
What do you have to say, Raven? You say thank you? Thank you for watching?
With that being said, thank you so much to Happy and Polly for sponsoring this video. Sorry that this video is a little bit shorter than normal, but there's not that much to talk about besides, hey, here's what's toxic and not toxic, showing you how cute my Happy and Polly furniture is, and this freaking backpack is so adorable. I freaking love it. Raven loves it too. She's playing with the string. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next houseplant section. Goodbye.